From time to time, there are events that happen in the markets that shine a light on how firms are performing. In recent times, the audit profession has come under such spotlight, from the demise of Carillion in the UK, which was audited by KPMG and internal audited by Deloitte, to the numerous investigations in South Africa of the Deloitte, KPMG, or even the demise of Nkonki have come to the fore. With all of these stories coming to the fore, the question then becomes, how does the audit profession restore confidence in the market and actually restore its reputation with the users of financial statements who rely on their opinions that they issue? This question cannot be answered by one person. I think the audit profession as a whole has to reflect, and we can only advise, only highlight a few things that we expect to see from different spheres in the audit profession. From leaders of audit firms, we really expect to see that there's honest leadership who are cognizant of the threats that exist and who are honest enough to actually highlight these threats and who are able to react to these threats appropriately. I think as an accountant, we learned about the threats to independence, self-interest, self-review, advocacy, intimidation, and familiarity threats. And yet in the instances that have been highlighted in the media, we have not seen how audit firms actually reacted adequately to these. So to the leaders of audit firms, the tone comes from the top, and as the public would expect to see that tone filters down and permeates within all these audit firms to all individuals. Besides the audit leadership, audit firm leadership, individuals in these audit firms really have a responsibility to voice out wherever they start seeing wrongdoing occurring, because they are the ones who are on the ground seeing what different partners are doing or different people are doing, not just partners, different people are doing, and it's their obligation to ensure that they voice out wherever they have concerns. When a company is shut down or when a company loses clients, it's not just the partners who are impacted, it is everybody impacted. I think as we see, when a company actually, one of the audit firms actually had to go into liquidation, everybody loses their jobs, and that actually impacts everyone. So it's important that the individuals in these firms actually voice out any issues that they come across. Regulators also have an important part to play in this. I think one of the questions that have come around, especially around the self-interest threat, is the question around whether audit firms should be providing audit and advisory services and whether this creates a self-interest threat by doing this. I don't think that this is a question that can be just answered by one sphere. The regulators have to be involved in actually assessing whether it is still reasonable to have audit firms provide audit and advisory services and it not create a self-interest threat. And the audit firms also need to actually show why having such services under one company does not create such threats. With that in mind, the important thing is that audit firms really need to work hard to regain the trust. They need to be accountable where they have been at fault, and they really need to come back to the markets and to the public and say what it is that they have done to make changes within their firms and within the rest of the audit profession for that confidence to be restored. Thank you.